Alright guys, today I have a little bit of surprise and a treat for you. We're going to install some LED headlights in this old pickup of mine, a 2001 Ford F350. And I want to thank AUXITO for sponsoring the video today by sending me two 9007 HB5 LED headlamps. They're made of 6063 cast aluminum with the same dimensions as the halogen as you see on the left. The element height is the same, and the mounting, everything is pretty much the same. So they're a direct drop-in replacement. They even have their own cool internal cooling fan in theirs, and no extra wires needed to run them. They put out a cool temperature of 6500 K, 30 watts, and 6,000 lumens each for a total of 12,000 lumens. That's 200% brighter than the original 9007 halogens that were in the vehicle. So let's get a baseline by taking the truck out and driving it at night and see what it looks like. Then we'll come back and install the AUXITOs, and then we'll take it for another comparison. So let's get to it. Let's go ahead and start in the truck here, in the driveway. And that's the parking lights, and that's the headlights. Back it up a little bit. Alright, we're going to go down and do some traffic driving with it and freeway, and then we'll go out to a field and take a video of the lights on stock, and then we'll repeat it with the AUXITOs. Alright guys, this is what it looks like parked in a field that's dark. Lows, stock lights. Highs again. So here's stock with fog lights on. Right, we're on one of the side roads. Sorry, I have to hold the camera while we're doing it. This is regular low beams here, high beams, low beams. Alright, here's the freeway. Too bad. Could be a lot better. The other cars kind of illuminate a little bit too, but you can see where the lights are hitting on the ground in front of the truck. Alright, here's some more side traffic driving. This is Airport Road going out to the Slidell Airport. If you've ever been on that. Yeah. Let's get back to the house, and we're gonna go ahead and put in the AUXITOs, and we'll come back and redo all this. So stay tuned. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get these AUXITO headlights installed. First thing you want to do is pop the hood, and then let's get up inside. Your headlight connector is down in here, right there. There's a little tab on top, and you'll push on that and it'll come out. Now I've replaced my headlights, and if you have the original headlights, the two pieces like this instead of the one piece like this one, like the 2005 and later, you're going to have to come in the back here, grab this little ring right here and rotate it, pull that off, and it'll actually slide down the wiring. So let me set this tripod down here for you, and then you'll grab your light bulb here, and you'll kind of wiggle it, and it'll come out, and it'll only go in one way too. The little grommet makes it a little hard to get in there, and the reason I'm showing you this on the outside is so when I get down in there, you'll see that there's a it's kind of tight, but I'll do some more explaining on that in a minute. All right, now once you get that ring off and you pull this light bulb out. All right, so grab your AUXITO. Now the AUXITOs are set up so that the elements are sideways. So when you stick it in there, have the tab pointing the driver's side. In the passenger, I don't know, it might be reversed. Well, when you put it in, you'll figure out. You just wiggle it like this and it'll go in. And then you'll go ahead and you'll push on your connector, make sure the tab locks down here. And then you grab your collar, locking collar that's on your wiring harness, and slip it over there and turn it and lock it like that. Now the reason I'm showing you this outside the vehicle is because I have a one-piece, and if you have a one-piece headlight, that's a little different. You actually have to get down below and loosen up the two screws on the bottom, and then pull these two tabs on top. So since I have a one piece, I'm showing you how to do both. So let's go ahead and show you how to do the one piece. All right, we're on the outside and we're going to go after a couple screws on the bottom, and then we're going to go after these tabs right here. There's one right there and there's one right here. And if you look real close down inside, you can actually see the connector for the bulb right there. So when we pull these tabs off and loosen the two screws on the lower bottom, we can take this whole headlight and pull it forward, and then we'll have access to it. So let's go ahead and let's get these two tabs pulled up. And before we do these two tabs though, on this side, you're going to want to take a paper towel and stuff it down underneath that tab. And you're asking, oh, why the heck would I want to do that? Well, the reason is because these little tabs right here, when you pull them out, they like to drop down in the frame, and you'll be hunting for it for a long time. And on the passenger side over here, I'm going to run you over to the passenger side. On the passenger side, when this one drops, it goes down underneath the battery tray in this water bottle, windshield washer bottle right here. And you'll have to remove the battery and remove the battery tray that it sits on, and sometimes you'll even have to remove the washer bottle to get to it. And it's a whole lot easier if you just drop a paper towel in here, so you don't end up having to do that. So that's why you put the paper towel in there. Trust me, been there, done that. So let's get back over to the driver's side and get that one out. All right, we're back on the driver's side again, and these clips like to break. So make sure you use a pair of needle nose. These are, I think they're about 6 or 9 inch, 8 inch, something like that. And they have teeth on them. They got some bite. You want to use those ones with teeth. Otherwise, the smooth ones here just slip. So just grab that and see how easy that comes up. Set that up on the battery there so it doesn't get lost. Then here's a stock one. Now these ones, unfortunately, it's a little hard to get a towel into there. So you got to be careful with that one. Grab that and kind of just lift it up. Sometimes you can do this way too. Gee, they are a real pain in the butt. Oh, that one broke. So I'm gonna have to go dig that one out. I do have spares of these, so you can buy them. They're called Dormans. Unfortunately, the Dormans are not very robust, as you can see, but they do work. So you can straighten them up a little bit when you use them and then put them back in. So let me get this out, and then we'll go ahead and get that XEON in. All right, there we go. I got it out. So I had to stick a blade screwdriver behind it and kind of twist it a little bit, and then I was able to get the needle nose behind it and pull it up. And here's what I talked about by breaking one. When I was prying up on this portion right here, the tab broke off. And then when I was pulling on the sides to try to get it off, the rest of it just tore up. So it was a booger to get out, but I got it out. So you want to replace it with these right here if you can't get the originals right away. And there's the part number 42190 by Dorman. So now let's get onto the screws on the bottom down here. So there's the headlight right there. And these screws that we need to get on, you use a number 2 Phillips. There's one right there, and then there's one right here. And you just screw them counterclockwise a little bit. Don't take them out, because they can be a little booger to put in. So don't take it out. Just kind of loosen them up until you kind of feel them getting loose there. A couple of turns. So we're going to come back up here on top, and we're going to grab this headlight assembly, and we're just going to give it a little bit of pull right there. See how easy that was? Now you can take your wire clip right here, lift it up. Half of mine's broke off, and just push it off like that. And the reason you have to do this on the one piece is because this particular model, even though I really like it, the only thing I don't like about it is this frame right here. They've got the light bulb set over so far that it gets into the frame. If you don't want to have to do this, you can cut your frame right back up in there, right above the light connector. So you might have to play with it a little bit. There you go. Take your ring, turn your ring counterclockwise, slip your ring off, and notice this ring is different from the other one. From the stock one, it's very low profile, and that's on purpose. and that's because they know it's going to hit this frame. So grab your halogen, pull it out, grab your XEON, and slide it in the hole, and then it will only go in one way. There it is, like that. Now notice this one is facing this way and the stock one was facing this way. See, it won't go in this way. It's got keyways on it. See those little keyways there all the way around? It's only going to go in one way, so just rotate it until it gets to the position you want. Stick that in there like that. Grab your bulb retaining ring, slip it over it, tighten it down, grab your cable, wiring harness connector, and slip it in to the XEON and lock it in. Now you can take this and you push these right here, these two holes, or these two mounts right here, and you push them in until they go back into these holes right up in here. So let's go ahead and get that done. There we go. Drive back up in there. Now you can go ahead and take your needle nose pliers and drop them back in here. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so we're up on top now. Now if you have one of those Dorman clips and they like to bend up, get your needle nose and kind of reshape it a little bit and get it back into the shape it needs to be. It's not a bad idea to have a couple of these around. Sorry about the video there. I was watching the clip instead of the other. You know, my channel, I include all the boo-boos too. All right, now just grab your headlight and push it and pull it with your hand, and then stick the clip back in like that. You might want to wiggle it, and there it goes. It goes all the way down. Temporarily, I am going to go ahead and reinstall this one. It's a pain in the butt, but at least it'll work, and we can get on with the doing the comparison tonight. Let me reposition the camera for you. All right, on the left clip on the driver's side, same thing. Push on the headlight on the left, kind of lean into it, and then just slide that clip down in there. Whoa, so you got to be careful, don't lose them. If I lose that, I'm going to be upset. Here we go. So just set it in there. There we go. Use your needle nose, push down, and it's in. Don't forget to retighten these lower screws right here. Now you don't want to over tighten them. Just snug them up really good, because otherwise you'll strip out the little bracket that they screw into it. Now the headlight is nice and strong. And just as a preliminary, I'm going to go ahead and fire this up, and we'll look at this one, and then we'll go look at the other one. There's the XEON just standing here looking at it. And here's the stock one. Boy, you can see what a difference, huh? Nice and yellow, kind of orangish. Nice and white bright. Wow, what a difference. This is going to be great when I get this out on the road. All right, so let's get the other one in. I'm not going to show that. The procedure is basically the same, other than don't forget to put your paper towels down in there to keep those clips from dropping. All right, here we back in the open field again. So this is low beam, and this is high beam now. So I really think that the high beams could be a little bit lower than what they are. Low beams are pretty good, but I think they need to be maybe a little bit lower. All right, here's another nice straight stretch of that road. Low beams, high beams, low beams. All right, for adjusting, I just pull this out right here. Pull that out. And since this one is, since the top is broken off, I don't have to. I can just grab them like this and turn them from the grill on the top to the fender, and it pushes the light down. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can't focus better. There we go, just like that. And keep doing that until the light gets in the right position. Incidentally though, if you put this one in, the light's going to want to go like this and up. If you put that one in, it's going to want to go up and in like this. So in order to adjust the light beam up and down, left and right, you just play with these two. If you want the light to go down, you adjust them both down. If you want the light to go left, you adjust this one out and this one in. And what it'll do is it'll push this one down and up like that. So by moving these nuts back in here, you can adjust it this way, or this way and up, or this way and up, or this way and down, or this way and down. So that's how you adjust a headlight assembly that doesn't have adjustment screws on it, but has adjustment nuts on it. All right, so let's get inside and look and see what happened. All right, here we are. Look how low I have the light shining on the road here. It's almost like you can't see in front of you unless you hit the brights. You're gonna have to fidget with them a little bit there. Even though the elements are the same place as the halogens, there is a slight shift, or maybe more than a slight shift. You'll just have to adjust your headlights for optimum. And that's with any headlight really that you get. See, here's the or the high beams, and here's low beams. Low beams have a lot of low beams have a lot of light, but they don't. In order to use the high beams, you really have to make some crazy adjustments. Anyways, we're gonna play with it a little bit more, and then we'll show it to you. All right, here they are in the field, adjusted, pretty low, but with them being low, the high beams work much better. Now the high beams actually reach out and they're not like pointed up in the air. All right, made some adjustments on the headlights, and we're headed down to Dr. G.J. Smith Sr. and make the round and call it a night. All right, here we are after some adjustments. These are low beams, high beams. I still think the high beams sit a little bit too high, but if I adjust them lower, then my low beams don't work very well. You can't see the road, 100 feet in front of you, as you saw before. I'll put some pictures up. All right, high beams. See how they're kind of almost in the trees? I mean, it's still better than the halogens. But I wish they were still a little bit brighter. Low beams, high beams. So this is them in high beams in the curve, low beams in the curve. Unfortunately, we got a car coming trying to ruin our shot. That's okay. All right, low beams. These are much better than the halogens. High beams, you can really reach out with them. And a dark road, they're really, really good. I like them. I like this better than the halogens. And 200% is about right. So anyways, I think we're going to call this a wrap. I may adjust that passenger light in slightly to get a little bit better light on the road, but still, these are far better than the halogens that I had. And I want to thank AUXITO for sending me these down to me to do a review on them. And of course I get to keep them, but trust me guys, I'm honest. If I didn't like these, I'd let them know. You don't want me to put the video up if I don't like them. And I like these. These are far better than the halogens any day of the week. And I think if you buy them straight at the website, I think they're about 60 bucks, something like that. But I think you could get them all the way down to 40 something, 40, 45, somewhere around there. And it also, if you use the link in my comments down there is a 50% or 10%, depends on whatever the company wants to do. I don't remember what it is, but obviously I'm not going to make a lot of money off of these, and that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because I want to haul a fifth wheel, and I need better lighting when I'm going through the mountains. And it just so happened that AUXITO asked me if I wanted to do a review on these, and I jumped on that in a heartbeat. So thanks a lot, AUXITO. Your timing couldn't have been more perfect. So thank you very much for watching. God bless y'all, and keep on you out. Bye.